Salome Agbaroji and Deborah Johnson are two Nigerian women who are trendsetters in the arts, the poetry industry, if you may. While Deborah is an African Grand Slam champion, Salome happens to be the 7th U.S. National Youth Poet Laureate. I'm right here at the U.S. Consul General's residence in Ikoyi, Lagos for an evening of poetry with these ladies. Trust Troy, reporting for News Central TV.
Do you want to run? Do you want to hide? If the struggle comes, Ashley, tell me, would you fight? Dear Ashley, I've heard so much of you. As my fingers flex with my pen, I craft these words for you.
Time in my past where I, for a moment, thought I could be a poet. Back in high school. Didn't everybody try to be a poet in high school, right? You write the love poems or you do something. I thought I was a genius. Poetry is a form of storytelling. And I think that's how we understand where we've come from, where we are now, and where we're going. And when we talk about like culture and the creative industries, I think we realize, and I've heard, that it has the potential to be the largest export from Nigeria to the world.
For me, and I'm feeling like a warm summer's day. And in the palms of your hands is a heart, blessed with a breath, black and abundant. This is the body, the overflow, anatomy of chiffon and kente blend. Church bells resonate homecoming in the throat, black bodies unearthed, riveting. In these pastures, the weather is porgy and best. Stretch the arms, gather an ounce of summertime, kiss the loose petals that fall in your hand.
My whole career has thankfully been dedicated to connecting spaces for young poets to be what I like to call celebrated and elevated. So this is just another platform for young writers to do that. Creating spaces for young people to be heard is pretty much the first step in like elevating poetry culture amongst our youth.
Heaven echoes our words because this is what we were made for. And they ask you who art done up. Please show them the marks on my wrists and call my name. Show them the boys in Ajegunle who learned that knives are not the only ways to rip out a heart you can sing and it will fall out. Break bones dancing, paint a future you were told you could never have art.
The dominant form of art in most of West Africa was poetry for thousands of years. I was sharing with some of my friends how the Izon, the Jo, have the Ozidi. For 7 nights, one poet will recite the history of the clan in poetry.
I grew up in an immigrant Nigerian household. What are you doing poetry for? If you don't go be a lawyer, if you don't go be an engineer, right? It's when I found that when I put a lot of effort into my poetry and I shared it and people actually started to take notice. It started from like little just free gigs that I would do in my little community to getting flown from the West Coast all the way to New York to perform at a huge gala. Those are things that, of course, the poetry as an art means a lot to me, but it does mean also a lot to see that there's a tribe, a community of people that do take interest in the things that I write in like my bedroom while I should be doing my homework,
One of the reasons why we do this is to continue to give platforms for Nigerians to promote and tell their own stories, but also because we know it makes economic sense. We know that creative industries has the potential to be Nigeria's greatest export, and we know also that young people are most present in the creative industry sector.
Africans have always taken poetry seriously because it's one of the ways in which we maintain our memory of who we are and express the verbal beauty in our languages. We should, regardless of whatever happens, we should continue to do so. We should teach our younger people to respect the art, not only in English, but in indigenous languages as well.
With all the poetry I have soaked in right here today, I can tell you for a fact that I am encouraged to take a piece of paper and a pen and start writing poetry. Who knows, I may be the next African Grand Slam champion. Well, that's it for me. Signing out, Trust Roy, News Central TV. Bye for now.